started with a single photograph taken by a motion-trigged camera deep inside the woods of southern New Jersey. The man who set it up wasn't chasing legends. He was a hunter, practical, quiet, alone. He just wanted to know what was stealing from his traps. He baited the spot with raw meat and left the camera to do the work. When he checked the footage the next morning, there was only one image. It shows a creature crouched low to the ground over the carcass of what looks like a deer. The shot was taken in night vision, so everything glows in that sick green light. The thing has a thin, human-like body, long arms, and two sharp horns curving out from its head. Its eyes reflect the flash, bright, predatory. It's hard to tell if it's eating or watching, but one thing is clear. Whatever it is, it's not something anyone has seen before. No sound, no tracks, just the smell of blood where the bait used to be. When the hunters showed the picture to locals, some said it was fake, just a hoax. But others, they whispered a name that hasn't been spoken seriously in decades. The Jersey Devil. Tonight, we're going to listen to that hunter's account, examine the image he sent, and revisit the legend that has haunted the Pine Barrens for nearly 3 centuries. What we're going to hear today is the story of a man who does not wish to be identified, so we'll call him by a code name. This is the new appearance of the Jersey Devil.
Roll, roll, roll your fear gently through the night. Your shadows whisper in your ear. Pray you hold the light.
Before we dive in, if you've seen something you can't explain or lived through something that still keeps you up at night, tell us. Head over to Ghordan.com. It's free, quick, and maybe your story's next. He didn't believe in stories. Not about ghosts, not about demons, and definitely not about the Jersey Devil. His name, or at least the one he used in his email, was Ethan. Ethan said he'd been hunting for nearly 20 years, mostly deer and coyotes in the same patch of forest near the edge of the Pine Barrens. He knew every sound, every track, every scent in those woods. Nothing ever surprised him until that night. He'd bought a new trail camera with motion sensors, a model that captures a single still image whenever something crosses its range. He set it up near a dry creek bed where he'd seen signs of scavengers. To test it, he hung a piece of raw meat from a branch and went home. The next morning, he went back to collect the SD card. The meat was gone. The ground looked disturbed, but not in a way he recognized. No paw prints, no hoof marks, just long impressions in the dirt, as if something had crawled or dragged itself away. He plugged the card into his laptop and saw only one file, one photograph. At first he thought it was a joke, maybe someone had tampered with his gear, but when he looked closer, the fear came in waves. She said, it wasn't human, but it wasn't animal either. You can see it crouched like it's feeding. The horns, God, they weren't from any deer. And the way its head turns, it looks aware of the camera like it knew it was being watched. Ethan said he didn't sleep that night. He went back to the spot the next day, this time carrying his rifle. The forest was silent. Not even the birds made a sound. When he reached the tree where he had hung the bait, the bark was torn in deep, vertical marks. 4 scratches, perfectly aligned. He gathered the camera and left, never looking back. He sent the picture to a local friend who worked for the sheriff's office. Within hours, the photo started spreading through a few small Facebook groups in southern Jersey. Hunter captures Jersey Devil on camera. Most people laughed, some called it an obvious fake, but a few The ones who still remembered the old stories said the same thing. That's not fake, that's it, it's back. Ethan never returned to those woods. He sold his equipment a week later and moved 2 towns away. And before he signed off his message, he wrote just one more line. Whatever that thing was, it was hunting too. Most people in New Jersey have heard the story, but few know where it really began or how deep the curse runs. The legend says that in 1735, a woman known as Mother Leeds lived in the desolate woods of what is now the Pine Barrens. She already had 12 children, and when she discovered she was pregnant again, she cursed the unborn child in anger. "Let this one be the devil," she said. On a stormy night as thunder rolled across the pines, she gave birth. At first, the baby looked normal, but within minutes, it changed. Its skin turned rough and dark, wings tore through its back, and its face twisted into something not human. It let out a scream so loud the midwife fled. The creature lashed out at its mother, then spread its wings and shot up the chimney, disappearing into the black sky. From that night on, the creature was seen in the forests, killing livestock, scratching barn doors, and howling through the fog. They called it the Leeds Devil after its cursed family. Centuries later, when the Pine Barrens were settled and the towns grew, the name changed, but the stories didn't. Farmers in 1840 claimed their crops were ruined by something that left tracks no one could identify. In 1907, entire towns shut down after sightings. Schools closed, factories stopped work, and police were ordered to shoot on sight. Newspapers ran sketches, eyewitness accounts, and warnings. And then, silence. For decades, no one claimed to see the creature again. The legend faded. Until now. The photo from Ethan's camera brought it back, and with it, an unsettling question. If the Jersey Devil never died, where has it been hiding all this time? Some locals believe it sleeps deep beneath the roots of the forest, awakening only when disturbed. Others think it's not one creature, but a curse that moves from host to host, generation after generation. Whatever the truth, the Pine Barrens still hold that uneasy quiet. And when the wind passes through the trees, some swear they can still hear wings beating. Faint but real. Why would a mother curse her own child? Was she really a witch, as the old records say, or was she just a desperate woman, trapped in a life so cruel that even her prayers turned into damnation? We may never know, but one thing's certain. Whether you believe it or not, stories like this don't survive for 3 centuries without reason. Personally, I believe in curses, and I believe there are things out there, spirits, entities, that can inhabit a body and twist it from the inside. And when that happens, only the hand of God can drive them out. What about you? Do you believe the story we've just heard? Or do you think it's just another fake? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have your own story, something you can't explain, send it to us. It might be featured in one of our next investigations. For now, that's all. Subscribe to stay with us as we uncover more of the world's darkest legends together. I'm Arsenio, and this was Ghordan Horror Stories. See you in the next one.